Okay, I had a download that really made me laugh. So I said it came to me that a lot of us that are attempting to heal, are healing, navigating our lives, our journeys, are utilizing the same tactics, the same patterns that were done from our toxic parenting or caregiving environments from our initial primary environment. So when you think about like what are the ways you learn to do this or do that, and you have to kind of differentiate if it's a healthy way of existing or if it needs some tweaking, or you know, because for me, I was like, it's not so much that I grew up with a whole bunch of trauma. It's that, or it's more so that there was a very real reality about my lived experiences and my personality, my development. There was things about even my parents' development, their accesses, that just express the type of experiences we were going to be afforded anyways. So I understand when parents say I did the best that I can, because that's true. Like when you consider, like even right now, when I think about when I was healing, when I first got into my spiritual awakening, like the things that pushed me into that, I wouldn't have known those things would have led to that at that particular time. I just did the things that felt true to my spirit, my heart, and that's what landed me to where I got. But at the same time, it wasn't like even when I tried to, like, I was just trying to plan a vacation. Like, I'm like, you want to go on a vacation, you want to take yourself out, but like you just have a desire to do it. Like you're like, but every time when like, you know, like there's always this desire to do it, but there's no practical like target goal. There's no plan. There's no things in place to say this is what's going to do so I can get this, and I'm gonna lead to that. And it's oftentimes where I'm saying like, okay, basically what I'm trying to say, that sometimes I do work best like if I'm whatever I want to do that day. Okay, go get a bottle. You want to drink? Go get a bottle of wine, bottle of alcohol. You want to go out? Go to the, like, I want that kind of, like, I realize I'm desiring a level of freedom beyond what I already have had access to. So it isn't even so much so that like I don't desire what I desire. It's more so that I've expanded time past where I'm at so many times that it's kind of like things are imploding on themselves, or at least it's what it feels like. And so I'm just kind of like sitting with myself more, letting myself be more, and that doesn't come with a lot of expressing, a lot of words, a lot of talking. That was another thing I wanted to talk about in the scripture that I read earlier, or maybe it was something else that I read, but I don't know if it was a scripture or something I read online. But basically, like, there are aspects of your becoming that are just that. Like, it's about being it, not about saying it or doing it. And not that you won't say things, you won't have interactions or conversations or experiences, but like, if you focus, if you stress yourself out for the need to have words for what you're experiencing all the time, or the need to be sharing what you're experiencing all the time, the need to be like, I'm learning this now while I'm doing it, so it's kind of like, whew, it's like my mind, like, I can just sit with my mind. Sometimes I don't even pick up my phone. It takes a while before I say, you need to record this and document this process. But typically I'm just doing it myself day to day. So that's why I take the time to say, okay, this is what's happening. But yeah, I'm constantly having to like quiet my mind, calm my mind, and reassure my mind that everything's okay. Cause it's almost like my mind is my it's like my inner child. Then my heart is like my higher self, and then my body is just the conductor, like just the vessel that gets to house the mind, the inner child, the past, the memories, and the spirit and stuff like that. And so I'm trying to bring it together within its entirety. And I mean, if I just gotta look and feel insane for a while until I regulate myself better, then that's okay. But like, I think a biggest part of healing is not being afraid of looking unhealed or looking out of whack or looking like a problem. So even like some of the best healers kind of like struggle with this. Like, they'll make fun of this, or they'll shy away from some of their clients who show these type of character traits, because like oftentimes, even when we've reached a part of our journey, we can identify aspects of where people are. So instead of like doing that work and initiating and helping them through that and helping them heal that, it's like, oh, I remember when I was there. And sometimes, because of what we didn't have and what we feel like we needed or how we maneuvered, we refuse to, we reenact that same thing. Like, oh, I got through it, so they'll get through it. Even now, like, I feel like I'm saying that because it's so hard, it's so like a struggle to be living on life right now. I'm like, my sisters, they'll figure it out. I got through it, I'm getting through it. But it's like if I genuinely care, like, I have to show up like a big sister. I have to be present in ways that it's scary. It can get my feelings hurt easily. Things cannot always go in my favor when it comes to like loving on people. Like, there's a boundary, there's a line between, because it's like I'm not finna like martyr myself, and like I'm not well. So there's that aspect of like, I'm not okay. I can't give you what I don't have. I want to be this, I want to be that, but I just don't have that capacity. And I'd rather be honest about where I'm at than and go from there and work from there than to be trying to maintain something that I know I can't, watching you get harmed by what I can't maintain, while also like having that expectation is very gruesome. That titles of expectation is gruesome. So I understand like even like the way our parents so-called traumatized us. I feel like it's like the soul, like the way that I've been learned, like way I've learned my lesson, it's like a soul contract. Like my soul mission, what I was sent here to learn, discover, to figure out. But I don't know.